Welcome to Pentagon 2000's presentation of Exchange Order Module. The Exchange Order Module enables the management of exchange sales orders from customers as well as exchange purchase orders to vendors. Our example will demonstrate an exchange sales order to a customer created from the Sales Order button. Exchange sales orders may also originate from Sales Order Quote. We will discuss the differences for the exchange purchase orders at the end of this presentation. Left-click the Add button. Select the customer who has requested an exchange. Enter the customer's purchase order number as well as any other relevant information on the Header tab. Left-click the OK button. Select the part number that the customer would like to exchange. There are several line types that you may choose from for the exchange part. There are 3 stock exchange line types and 3 brokered exchange line types. Left-click the OK button. In a stock exchange, you fill the exchange sales order to your customer with a unit from your stock. Once the core is returned by the customer, the core is placed into your stock. In a brokered exchange, the customer has ordered a unit that you do not have in stock. To fill the exchange order, you order the unit from your vendor and ship the unit to your customer. When the core is returned by the customer, you ship the core to your vendor. In both types, the units and the cores applicable to their exchanges are completely traceable. In the event that the core needs to be repaired, additional steps are required. You may either send the core out for repair or create a work order in-house. The Repair Manager module is required to send a core out for repair. The Work Order module is required to create in-house component work orders. A line type 09 will be created for the core exchange. If there is an upfront cost for the core, it may be identified on this line. If there is no core charge unless the customer fails to return the core, the unit price may remain at 0. Default values for prices, costs, and values may be entered in the Parts Master record on the Exchanges tab. Sell prices apply to parts sold to customers. Costs apply to parts purchased from vendors on exchange. The Exchange Core Group box saves a value generally used for customers and a cost generally used for vendors. Additional defaults can be set up in the Customer file on the Setup tab. If you charge the customer for cores up front, then credit the core value back to them after you receive the core, check the Core Charge Up Front checkbox. You may identify which price is defaulted for this customer and identify how exchange and core costs are calculated within the Exchange Core Cost Setup button. The sales order may be printed from the Print button. After the exchange order is created, the exchange part must be picked and ship to the customer. Left-click the Add button. Select the line for the exchange part. Pick the exchange part from the warehouse. The line type 09 will be shown on the pick ticket and shown as shipped along with the exchange part. Close the pick ticket. You may print pick tickets, packing slips, and shipping labels from the Print button. An RMA will automatically be created for the core as a core receiving document, but it may be closed for now. When the core is received, the core receiver may be accessed and updated to show receipt. The RMA will be created as a core receiving document, and the expected date will be populated based upon the settings within the customer file. Complete the applicable receiving information. Close the core receiver. If the exchange order identifies that the customer must pay for the cost of repairing the core they return to you, a line type 35 will also be added to the sales order. After the core is received and repaired, you may change the value of the line type 35. If the value is changed, then the line is opened. This line can be picked and then invoiced to the customer. Alternatively, the received core may be repaired in the work order module and then invoiced to the customer. By selecting the Reports button, you will have access to various reports that may be viewed or printed. You may also create a cores due report to send to each customer to remind them of the cores that they owe to you. Exchange purchase orders operate very similar to exchange sales orders. There are 3 line types that function just as their sales counterparts. When an exchange purchase order is created, a line type 09 is added to the purchase order. When the exchange part is received, a claim is created automatically as a core shipper.